name is Tom Truong. I've been with eXp now for 7 years. To give you an idea, prior to eXp, I owned and ran 4 franchise offices here in Greater Boston. My monthly nut per month was $80,000 a month, basically $1 million a year. I was the awesome broker on the street, but I was broke behind the scenes. Heart kept getting broken by agents leaving me for greener pastures. My time was consumed auditing files, making payroll, cutting checks when I should have been developing relationships, so on and so forth. It took me 7 years to get to about 120 agents in the old bricks and mortar platform. And here at eXp, when I understood the program, the one that you're going to see today, get a bird's eye view of it, it took me, instead of 7 years to get to 100 agents, it took me 7 months here to get to 120 agents. And I'm more profitable now than ever. I have more time freedom, more location freedom, and certainly personal freedom. Let's get into it. Who is eXp and the platform? Both the residential, realty, commercial, all the same. One brokerage under the sun. When Glenn Sanford founded this company 15 years ago, he says, you know what? Why do agents give away 30, 40, 50% of their commissions to cover all this bricks and mortar, all this wasted resources that's being underutilized? Why do agents have to have territories? Why do you have to stay in your lane and I stay in my lane? Why do you have to stay in your territory, I stay in my territory? Why do agents have to constantly be put into a box? Let's break that box. Let's give agents the ability to take their relationships wherever their relationships take them and build the massive business worldwide. And he set out 15 years ago and do that today. Okay, we can all work around the world. Look, we're on Zoom right now. We got Wi-Fi, we got computer, we got cell phones. We're connected right now. I'm as real as it can be, other than you being able to reach out and hug me. I'm for real, right? All of our hosts are right here, right now, connected. We have culture, we have collaboration, we have real-time support. We're going to give our agents the best training, the best support. We bought Success Magazine several years ago. There's a coaching platform, the Success Magazine. You'll find it in the airport. You'll find it in the bookstores. You'll find all that. Glenn Stanford, our founder, believes that we are a self-development company. We're a personal development company disguised as a real estate brokerage. He understands that all of us come from different walks of life. This is probably not our first profession. Most of us did something else before real estate. But why do we come together now to make real estate work? Because that's the avenue that we feel we want to spend the rest of our lives doing. So he believes to make sure that he gets us the best training, not just about real estate, but about life itself, about health, about everything else. And because we don't have bricks and mortar, because we don't have all this extreme overhead to cover, we give you the best compensation plan. We take what we save and we deliver it in technology, in tools, in systems, in support, in sharing the company dollar, in revenue share, in giving you stock ownership. And the first thing that they do is they say, hey, if you're an owner of a company, why shouldn't you get health care?
The biggest problem for most realtors historically has been the inability to even find healthcare, much less afford it. We entered into a program with a company called Clearwater a number of years ago, and everybody I know who has signed up for healthcare through Clearwater is saving 4 figures a month for family coverage, better coverage, and saving money at the same time. And it's as simple as making a phone call and let them give you a free analysis.
Google expagenthealthcare.com, click on it, book a 45-minute, 30-minute free consultation. They'll let you know. They'll do a checkup, an audit on your current health plan. Think about this for a second, guys. Remember, we're a personal development company. What's the point of making all this money if you don't live a healthy lifestyle? And that's why we bring it up first. When was the last time each of you audited your health insurance? Audited your eye care program, your dental program? Take a moment after this call and audit your health care. We all get older, but the plans that we bought onto it might be older. My family saved $12,000 a year. That covered basically our cap. So eXp makes no money off of us because we made it back in healthcare, just that alone.
What this slide means to me, folks, is that we are the pioneers of real estate brokerages, where we are the actual broker owners of this organization. You see, as a publicly traded company, traded on NASDAQ, originally on the over-the-counter, we offer that unique equity opportunities for all of us agents and brokers alike. Just by doing our job, selling homes, changing families' lives. Very agent-centric organization. We get to build and write our own future. Create your own brand. Be real with yourself. Be who you are. Be authentic and build your brand. The 3 letters of eXp is just happened to where we hang our shingle for our license, but they give us the opportunity to build and change lives on a massive scale, starting with a publicly traded company, the first ever of its kind in North America or the world. Number 1 growth leader across multiple platforms. T3, top 5, number 1 growth leader year over year in sales with volume, transaction side, and agent count. Real Trends, we've all heard of Real Trends. All the number 1s are number 1 transactions. That means we are the number 1 brokerage in North America for transactions. We're having number 4 in volume, but we know that with more transactions will come the volume. So quickly that 4 will become a 3, a 2, and ultimately a 1. But we are the best brokerage on planet Earth, the number 1 publicly traded one, the number 1 top 5 movers in volume, meaning that from the volume 5 years ago to where today, it's significantly gone up to make us the number 1 in that change. And also, as mentioned, the number 1 in transaction sides. Okay, both from 5 years ago to where it is today, for 5 years running the #1 transactional real estate brokerage on planet Earth.
Here's the big news. We've been around 4 years. I guess any other commercial company that is at our target market, like national, regional, or global, they've been around at minimum 25 years up to 70 years. Right now in the US, we're number 6 in transactions for the year 2024 compared to all of our other colleagues. And we're now poised in a commercial company. We're where eXp Realty was back in 2013, where they only had like about 600 agents after being in existence, 4 years. We're at 758 agents, advisors after 4 years. And so we're going to take off. We got goals. We should probably be at 1,800 by the end of next year and 2,500 and 3,000 by the end of the following year. In the world of commercial and residential, across the globe, mainly in the US, it's really measured. There's 100 residential for every 1 commercial. So when we say we're at 2,500 or 3,000 commercial, that's significant.
It's an opportunity to build my own brand, to be able to innovate, to be able to meet with people and help them build real estate for them in collaboration and sharing and grow together. To me, it's an opportunity to make a difference.
The key is, we get the flexibility to build our own brand, right? So, I've heard individuals say, I want to build my own brand. And that is what eXp allows me to do, right? So I'm like you said, the Bascom group, right? So 27 agents that are operating under the Bascom group, but they also get to build their own brand, build community, using an innovative technology that eXp has already given them to operate in such a manner, right? So I don't have to go reinvent the wheel. My people that work on the team, they have the training, technology, support, and it gives me the freedom to continue to build my business, right, and operate in the way that I'm operating. eXp World is a space where we can all collaborate. I know I go in there to get support. I go in there, I attend weekly meetings, right? So some people think, oh, you're operating out of a cloud space. You must not have the ability to collaborate like others that are in person. That couldn't be so far from the truth. I go in here, I talk to my brokers. We rent out individual tables, so you can go and sit at a table and have a private conversation with other agents without having to call them on the phone or Zoom. You get real-time support, so there are people actually working in this space. No desk fees, overhead costs are cut. We can take and reinvest that money on technology.
Gone are the days, guys, where agents have to get up, get dressed, put their clothes on, hop in their car, drive to the office, text while you're driving where you're not supposed to be texting while you're driving, putting your life in danger, get to the office and hope and pray that the accounting person, the office manager, the team leader is there to talk to them. How many times have you been in the business long enough where you went to the office and you had to turn back around because they weren't in the office? They took a lunch break. Oh, I should have called. I remember that AT&T commercial? I should have called. And you show up and they weren't there. And then you have to leave a yellow sticky note. Then they don't see your yellow sticky note. Then you got to email them. And then you got to follow up on the email. Then you got to text them. Well, guess what? With this platform, you click, you get in, you go to the department you need to go to. There's someone live to support you 11 hours a day in all markets. You get your questions answered like that. You're in and you're out, and it's done. Think about how much time you save if it's an hour a day or 2 hours a day commuting, and you can put that back into your life, into building your business.
Well, that's the unique value proposition that we have here at eXp Realty and eXp Global. Because we don't need to have a broker's license or a license in a specific state or live in country, we leverage the ability for eXp Corporate and Global in using their license. You see, with that, you're able to build over state lines. You see, there are millions of agents licensed. It's just a matter of us speaking to them to allow them to grow at the rate they want to grow at, to build borderless platform so they can become an international real estate agents. You see, I believe real estate is done locally, but executed internationally. And if you're able to leverage the platform, and the keyword is leverage, right? Leveraging a platform to grow.
Well, once they get into eXp world, eXp commercial, we have brokers in every state because we're just one company. And we call it interstate co-brokering. So I can literally reach out to the broker in the other state, say, look, I got a client that needs to sell their property there, or I've got a buyer and they need to buy this property there. And that broker will assist in the transaction and put their name all over everything in that state, allowing me to get paid all the commissions. And let me take it one step further. As you see that map, we have country brokers, country leaders. Same thing. If you've got a client that has something overseas in any one of these 24 countries, now it's going to be 27 by the time this year is over, you reach out to that country leader, they find out and they help get the transaction done for you, and you're getting paid on it. Now, the biggest catch to that is the trust factor. It's all internal to eXp. So you don't have to worry about, am I ever going to get paid from these people overseas from that country? It's a whole different world when you're dealing with our company in these countries.
We have what we call an eXp referral brokerage where you can just park your license for $50 a month. It's part of the commercial division. You don't have to get access to MLS or realtors for those who understand that terminology, but you can give referrals across the world, and we track the referrals for you, so you don't have to stay on top of where your referral went a month from now, a year from now, 3 years from now. When they close on that transaction, they get paid, you get paid by eXp. We have a commercial division and we have a luxury division. We're going to get into some of the details there. Luxury. Imagine being part of the fastest growing luxury brand on planet Earth. We've launched luxury now, I believe, for just 3 formal years. And our luxury team are selling multi-million-dollar properties across the world. Just like our commercial and residential team, our luxury agents have a platform to market globally and sell locally. As soon as you put a luxury listing in our luxury platform, boom, automatically syndicates to the likes of Wall Street, the Robb Report. We have marketing tools that are right there for you for all of our divisions, plug and play. Rip off and duplicate someone's listing presentation, buy presentation, OM, so on and so forth, and put out professional product just like that.
So what Revenos really means to me is that once you get certified with Revenos, you can get opportunities for listings. Both in the REO space, the real estate owned space, you have the Affinity Group, right, which is ancillary products, the Express Offers, which is our wholesale platform, Make It Rain, which is our lead generation platform, the paid version of it, not the free version of it. And what I love the most is the relocation part of the Revenos. So I've already received this in 2024, 2 relocation listing opportunities. That's just because I'm certified, I get to receive those. So it's an entire ecosystem that corporate will feed over to us as long as we use those ancillary services. We all want leads. So we talk about KV Core a lot. What just came out today was a partnership with Realty.com for the residential side to be a seller pro partner for only $249 a month to receive seller leads, listing opportunities. But Canva Pro is going to be live for all of us, the entire organization. So no longer do you need to stress out what kind of marketing piece could you put together, whether it's on the residential side or the commercial side. The marketing department has done a phenomenal job building that out for us. So all your listings will come up with a pop. Just as you go through the eXp Luxury, you're going to see that your brand as a luxury agent is going to be enhanced. So imagine just your picture with your listing in a magazine or a digital publication, and somebody opens it up and they see you there. And the advertising is paid by eXp Luxury for a big, whopping $2,200 a year to have your ad shown in the Robb Report, the Wall Street Journal. Unique Homes is another platform that luxury has to offer, Mansion Global. So it's just a tremendous opportunity for you to gain more market share, to be your unique brand in the luxury space. And speaking last about luxury, is that luxury is not a price point. It is a lifestyle. It is your lifestyle. How do you choose to live your luxury lifestyle? And lastly, for us coaches and leaders and team leaders in this call, business intelligence, SISU, which is a tracking software to keep the productivity level up for all of us personally, to keep us accountable, and also to keep your team in check for no additional costs.
So how do you grow in this business, right? Well, we have more training than agents need. Commercial, luxury, residential. Our eXp University offers over 80 hours of live training each and every week. Training for rookies, training for rock stars, training for team leaders, training for brokers who want to take the business to whole new levels, training for country builders. Take what you need, leave the rest. 380 hours of live training. It is humanly impossible for any of us to take advantage of all of the training. But if you have a specific focus, if you want to do business brokerage, well, join the business brokerage team. If you want to learn industrial real estate, if you want to do multifamily, join those groups, join those trainings, and get focused on what it is that you want to become a master at. Okay, we have a mentorship program.
A lot of companies talk about a mentor program, but they're basically paying it lip service. They draft somebody to say, hey, we got some rookies coming in. Would you mind looking over their shoulder? And it doesn't get much more structured than that. It's totally different at eXp because the mentors, those people who just raised their hand, all applied for the job. They weren't drafted. They asked to be considered. We had to prove that we had the experience and the training and the knowledge that we could actually make a contribution to somebody. And in the mentor program, people who have not closed 3 transactions in the preceding 12 months will be assigned a mentor. They can pick one if they know who they would like to work with. And there's 2 requirements for graduating from the mentor program. We have a special curriculum called the Go curriculum, which is being completely revamped. I've been involved with that, and it is amazing what's being changed there. It's becoming much more comprehensive and much more practical. Complete the Go curriculum, you close 3 transactions, and we celebrate you. It's terrific.
In the commercial world, a lot of people want to get into commercial real estate. They go out to the big name companies that they've known forever, and they try to come on board, and those big name companies say, we don't have time for you. Go get experience elsewhere, and then come on back if you'd like. Yes, they will bring a couple of juniors in. You know, it's all based on who's going to mentor them, and they're all busy doing their thing. They're all in their franchise modes because most of them are franchises. In eXp Commercial, our mentoring program and our company itself is very proactive to the new professional in commercial real estate. I'm not talking about the new person getting into the workforce. I'm talking about the person who retired, the person who came from college. They decided, I want to get into commercial real estate. They may be coming from residential. We bring them in. You get to pick your mentor, like Allan said. You can fire your mentor and get another one if it's not gelling. You might decide, you know what, I really love this leasing world. And my mentor is all about industrial. Okay. So, and I'm all about retail leasing. So I need a different mentor, and they'll get a list. And that happens all the time. We are here so you can have a start in a successful career down the road. That's why we're here as mentors. You got to start somewhere because commercial is extremely exhaustive.
With masterminds, it's an opportunity to collaborate with people that are making changes and changing lives and doing a lot of different disciplines, whether that's through helping people figure out how to get more business or close more deals or run a more efficient open house, or whether that's being able to collaborate with people on how do you grow your team? How do you introduce and sponsor other agents to be able to work together, collaborate, and lead to everybody growing together? So that ability to work together and interact and have those meeting spaces.
And not being charged an arm and a leg for getting access to the masters of the business. That is really big. I see so many agents paying $10,000 for a coaching program, $20,000 for a coaching program, and we deliver the best of the best masterminds and coaching, all included in your platform fees here.
Every state has a broker or multiple brokers, depending on how many agents are in that state. And they're so accessible through the world. All you have to do is hop on your computer or on your phone and reach out, and a part of the broker team will get right back to you, answer your question, or help you live. We also have meetings. Most states it's weekly or every other week, and all kinds of things where you can get together even live or as a group like we're getting together here, depending on what your interests are. There's so much to learn, and our brokers are great, and they're there. You don't have to wait for them. When somebody's on vacation, there's somebody else there for you.
We have brokers in every single state. In many states, we have several brokers, and then we have country brokers. In many countries, we have many country brokers that's broke up in regions to help you grow and grow and grow. We just launched our latest 3 newest countries right there. We're now in 27 countries and continuing to grow. So what does all this mean to the real estate professional? Well, it's not just shiny object, sell, 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 marketing, marketing, marketing. It is production. This is the amount of sales transactions as reported by Real Trends, not by eXp, among some of our competitors and where eXp is. All right, so there it is. Production is there. Market is down. Our team is crushing it. Now, do we have real eXp agents who are not crushing it? Absolutely. Not all agents are built the same. But what we can share with you is if you are plugged in and you leverage this platform, sky's the limit. There's nobody holding you back except you, except your own mindset, except what you want to do every day and how you want to invest your time every day, whether you're focused or not.
With a very robust split here, an 80-20 split, 80% to the agent, 20% back to the company, and a $16,000 cap. What is a cap? A cap is what we pay back to corporate for being a partner with eXp. When you pay corporate $16,000, you are then at 100% commission for the rest of the remaining year. So congratulations, 100% commission. At that point, your goal is to do 20 more deals, sales or rentals, and become the icon agent like Daniel and Scott here. And when that happens, eXp will then reward you with $16,000 of company stock, provided that you attend eXpCon, cultural goals, and a secondary event. To build a business within a business is $149 to start up. That includes your first brokerage fee, which is $85 thereafter, and simply $85 a month. Okay, and that's it per deal. The risk management fee, which is aka E&O, is not a profit center for us. You see a lot of brokerages, small and large, will charge an E&O fee on top of everything else. Here we cap that E&O fee at $750. So there's no more, an eXp agent or partner will never pay more than that. So that's pretty much straight. It's as easy as it gets. I personally believe that the fee should be higher than $85 a month for all the tools that you get. Okay, it's a turnkey business with technology both on your desktop, laptop, and mobile devices.
In the commercial world, this is the first national company I ever seen that had 80-20 splits for their agents, brokers, advisors, whatever you want to call them. Normally it's 50-50, and it can be like that for years. It could be 60-40. Rarely does any of them make it to 70-30. It's based on production. They probably have to $1 million in GCI a year to get to their 70-30, but most companies don't do that. Now, I'm talking about the big companies. I'm not talking about your little boutique people in town where the broker's always broke because they're giving all their money away to their agents and stuff, right? In this world, we do the 80-20 split. You turn in your first $100,000 in GCI within a 12-month period. You go to a 100-0 split, just like you saw on that slide. And that's the end game. We're adding CoStar to the platform and a couple other things. Our platform covers a lot of platforms. There's a lot of technology in there. And for $500 a month, that's probably equal to somebody trying to get it at $3,500 a month on their own. That's just the way it is. We have a great setup. E&O insurance is huge, especially in commercial. If you can imagine getting sued doing a $400 million deal and all that money you made, to know that you only have to pay $100 for your E&O coverage of that $400 million deal, That's unbelievable. That's what that risk management fee is right there on that slide. $100 per transaction for errors and omissions to cover your butt in commercial. To do that 10 times, if you do anything above 10 times at 12 months, it's already covered. They won't even take the $100. You're good to go. You're covered. That's all there's to it.
Unfair for us to be talking about compensation only because what we have is an opportunity for true wealth building. We're the only publicly traded real estate company that provides this opportunity. So every year, the first transaction that you have in your anniversary year, you're going to earn $200 of eXpi stock. When you cap, you're going to earn another $400. You're not given this opportunity to buy it at a discount or anything else. You're granted these stock shares. Then, if somebody decides they want to join eXp simply because they were impressed by your success and you introduce them to me or Tom or Keith or somebody like that, when they have their first transaction, you're going to get another $400. The middle section is the one that's really cool. A lot of real estate agents don't have the financial discipline to plan for their retirement or to plan for their wealth building. Here, eXp gives us the opportunity to set aside 5% of every commission check and use it to purchase eXpi stock, which we can then get at a 5% below market value discount. So there's 4 ways. But the kicker is the Icon Award. You heard Daniel Peret introduce himself as a 6-time icon. eXp says when you hit icon status, you've capped, you've sold another 20 transactions in your anniversary year, you can get your entire cap back in stock. Think about what that means. That actually allows you to get a better than 100% split. Daniel's first icon year, we were probably trading at $4 a share, something like that. Now we're trading, I think the number I saw this morning was $12.50. So when you look at how that stock builds over time and how it grows in value over time, eXp is paying Daniel to be here.
Yeah, 3-time icon. So the stock allowed me to purchase a 5-family investment property, right? Something that I'll be able to leave for my kids, right? And so this was huge for me. When I was in the corporate world, I said, I need to come over to somewhere that has opportunities that are equivalent to my 401k. And so the equity program was certainly one of those, right? So phenomenal program.
At eXp, every agent is an agent owner. We're agent owned, agent grown, agent success obsessed. There's yours truly. I'm standing there on NASDAQ, on Wall Street, ringing the bell for the second time when we got listed up to the NASDAQ from over the counter. In the middle is Jason Gessing, our then CEO. To the right is Glenn Sanford, our founder. And then to the left is me and my sponsor, Tracy Gagnon, her husband, Dave Gagnon. I'm just a regular agent just like you guys. I don't get paid a salary. I'm on this call because I want to help agents grow and I want you to build. That picture is kind of cool. This picture is better. There's Glenn Sanford in my living room here in Boston when we had a small regional rally and we invited Glenn over and boom, he shared his insights, his stories. He's hanging out with us. He would have been there all day if we had the stamina to hang out with Glenn all day long. Glenn totally understands that this company is built by us. He built the company for us, the agents. Without us, there is no brokerage. Because of that, we've expanded over 27 countries. The last but not least, revenue share. eXp takes in 20% split at the beginning until agents cap. When they cap, they go to 100% and the company takes in no more money. Of the 20% that the eXp takes in, we only need half of that because we're cloud-based. We're lean and mean. We run extremely efficient. We only need 10% from the 20 to operate. What do we do with the other 10%? We put it in what we call a revenue sharing pool. That revenue sharing pool gets divided up into 7 tiers as you see it here. Simple terms, when Dan Peret brings in Susie Q, Susie closes the transaction, the company takes 17.5% of that 10% and pays Dan Peret a revenue share because he's a partner. Think of it like a law firm. You're a partner, you bring in advisors, you bring in juniors, whatever, and we share in the revenues with you. And then the second level pays 20%. In other words, Susie Q brings in Larry. Larry brings in Mo. Mo brings in Curly. And it goes down 7 tiers until we exhaust the full 10% divvied up in this form. So let me show you a quick example of what that might look like on level 1. This is you. You refer a friend to this business. And that friend goes out and let's say that friend does a sale of $800,000, generating 2.5% commissions. I know commercial folks might make 5%, might make 10%. Good for you. I'm just using an example where it generates $20,000 in commissions or fees. That agent that you bring in, your friend keeps 80% of the commission. We deduct if it's on the residential side, $25 broker review, $60 for hours and emissions. Your friend takes home $915. You get 50% of the company dollar, which is $2,000. And because you brought in your friend, we'll pay you 17.5% of the $2,000, which is $350 directly deposited into your bank account the following month. We're going to keep paying you that 17.5% until that agent that you brought in caps. When that agent caps for the year, they graduate from 80% to 100%, no more revenues to share. So residential agents cap at paying in $16,000, of which 8 goes to revenue share. 17.5% of 8,000 is $1,400 per agent per year. Commercial agents cap at 20,000, half of that goes to revenue share, which is 10. 17.5% of 10,000 is 1,750 for commercial agents. There's no limit on how many agents you want to introduce into this business or can introduce into the business. And the key thing is it's coming from the company's 20%, not the agent's 80%. I'll show you 2 tiers. You bring in Larry, and Larry brings in Mo and Curly and Bobby. That's your level 2. When those agents are brought in by your friend, they are on your tier 2. Tier 2 pays 20% of company dollar, which in this same scenario, 20,000 GCI times 20% is $4,000. Half of that to his revenue share. So when your friend closes that deal with 20,000 gross commission income, we will send you $400 for agents on your level 2 up to the point where they cap. They cap up $2,000 a year for commercial agents and $1,600 a year for residential agents. We have this new program called Revenue Share 2.2. For the advanced agents here, you can actually sponsor an agent. I did 2 recently. One that I stacked in my level 4 under Dick Lee in Tampa, Florida, but she qualified for me as a qualifying agent. We continue to innovate and bring our business to a whole new level with that agent. In the yellow there gets support from everybody, and we are financially incentivized to help all agents.
So this slide is just really the tip of the iceberg, is really what this slide means. So this slide demonstrates the ability of bringing on an agent, 10 agents on your tier 1, and helping those 10 agents bring 10 agents each on your tier 2. So the theory behind that is it's a 1 to 3 year plan. The first year, how many of us know 10 real estate agents anywhere across America? We all do. So if we all know 10 agents, the mindset would think that those 10 agents should know 10 agents each, totaling 100 agents on your second tier. That's going to be a total right here. The math says right there, $217,500 on just 2 levels. So what this has done for me and my family is that it's paid for 3 kids, well, 2.5 kids, college education. The first 2 kids went to George Washington University at $74,000 a pop, times 2, and the youngest one is in his sophomore year. So that's what that's done. So the money squirreled away for that is now a down payment for the future house. But what the slide doesn't tell you here is level 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Automatically here at eXp, you get the first 3 levels unlocked for everybody. And as Tom mentioned earlier, when you're a capping agent, you get 5 levels unlocked. And when you're an icon agent like Scott and Daniel, all 7 levels are unlocked. So it's my goal, my objective to help Scott and Daniel find those people down there to level 4, 5, 6, and 7. So they can fulfill and really maximize the revenue share. And here we are, we see the agent count, okay, from 2018 to 2022. Massive growth. You see, we don't have paid recruiters here at eXp Realty. It's leaders like some of us on this call here. They're passionate about helping other agents grow and helping their families grow. And when you come from the heart of showing someone growth, you will grow massively as well too. We never paid anybody like Compass did for agents. So let's join eXp Realty commercial. And if you're an international agent, global.
I want to thank all of my co-hosts. To get started, very simple. Whoever invited you here can send you a quick link, and it's a 20-minute application to get started. Within 24 to 48 hours, we can onboard you. Our staff, our onboarding staff, will help you move your license. After you move your license, then you can give your broker notice, and off you go to the races to build your future with eXp.